Hi, Spark Friends.
Good morning, Spark Friends. Thanks for joining us today. Would you tell us, friends, where we are today, Layla?
We are at the library.
We are at the Rusk County Library, downtown Henderson, and we would like to introduce you to our friend, Miss Pam.
Yes.
And Miss Pam what is your role here, Pam?
I'm the library director.
The library director. Ooh, I bet she knows what's going on here. Okay, so
Oh,
Layla,
yay.
yay, I know. Okay, so Layla, you had a question you wanted to ask Miss Pam about a library card.
Miss Pam, how do you get a library card?
It's really easy and it's free.
Free! I like free stuff.
The grown-ups get a card by bringing in a photo ID like a driver's license
Okay.
with their correct address. If their address has changed, they can bring that license and a piece of mail with their current address and get a card. There's just a form you fill out and then you get a card that day. You can check out any of our 4 libraries with that one card.
Wow.
That's
See?
so interesting.
Now,
It is.
if you're a child, and you're not 16 yet, you can get a card too. Just have to have a parent with you or a responsible adult to bring their photo ID and get a card in your name, and then you can check out at all 4 libraries.
Wow.
Now wait a minute, let me check. Are you 16?
No,
No, I thought all 3rd graders were 16.
we're not
Oh.
16. We're 9 and
9.
8.
Okay, well, I will be your responsible party then, and we will get a library card. But first, we need to pick out a book, don't we?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Miss Pam.
You're
We're going to
welcome.
pick out a book, and then we'll come see you for a card.
Sounds like a good deal.
All right.
Bye. See you later.
All right, friends, come on this way, and let's go check out some books and see what we can find.
Yeah.
Layla, what are your favorite books?
My favorite books are chapter books and books that are easy to read.
Okay, so would these be easy to read books?
Yes, but I want to know.
What?
I want to show the Spark Friends how you find a book.
Okay, do that. That would be great.
Okay. In the library, how you find a book, they label the books.
Okay, now what's this one over here?
This is Llama Llama.
Oh, I love those books.
This is My Little Pony and Barbie and Nate the Great.
Awesome. Now, are those some books that you would want to check out?
Well, not really because they're too easy.
Okay, because you've kind of advanced in your reading skills. All right, so show us where the books are that you would like to check out for like a 3rd grader.
They're really all over here.
Okay. So this is called juvenile fiction. All right, perfect. So a fiction book is a made-up story. Miss Pam says that the nonfiction books are over here. Now those would be like the true stories, like science
Yes.
books and things like that. Okay, show us which book you might like to choose.
I might like to choose a chapter book or a science book. I would like to choose a math book. I would like to choose an animal book. Anything that I would love. I would try to check out all these books.
All these books? Okay. You know what I asked Miss Pam earlier, and you can actually check out 20 books at a time. Did you know that?
Whoa.
I know that's a lot of books. So I tell you what, why don't you pick out one book that you think you might like to read to the Spark Friends?
Okay. Even though we read this when our teacher found it.
Cool. All right, what is the title?
The title is The True Story of the 3 Little Pigs.
All right.
And it's by a wolf.
Okay.
Everybody knows the. I can't read. Everybody knows the story of the 3 little pigs, or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard. My side
Nobody's ever heard my side of the story.
of the story.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to hear it.
Awesome.
I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me AL. I don't know how the whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. Hey, It's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheep and pigs. That's just the way we are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. This is the real story.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
Way back in once upon a time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold. I ran out of sugar.
Sugar's pretty important for a cake, isn't it?
So I walked down the street to ask my neighbors for a cup of sugar. Now this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either. He had built his whole house of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who is right
Who in their right mind?
and would build a house of straw?
Not me. What's your house made of?
My house is made of bricks.
Me too.
Yeah. So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, it fell right in. Someone damaged the library book.
Uh-oh, not supposed to do that.
No. And didn't want to just walk into someone else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear old granny birthday cake. That's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and I snuffed. And I sneezed a great sneeze.
What happened?
He sneezed.
What happened to the house?
The house just blew down. The other story, the wolf blew the house down. So this is a really different story.
I agree. This is the real story, or so he says.
I don't know. Just look it up on Google. I don't know.
And you know what?
I don't know if this is the true story or just.
All right. Well, let's see what those words say.
And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down and right in the middle of a pile of straw was the first little pig dead as a doornail.
Oh.
He had been home the whole time. He seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw, so I ate it up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Now let's see what happens. I was feeling...
Oh my gosh. I'm just sitting here looking right at the book and I see another damage.
That's okay. Keep going.
Okay. I was feeling a little better, but I still didn't have my cup of sugar, so I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was a little smarter, but not much. He had built a house of sticks.
Sticks. Okay.
Oh, my Lord. Please.
I rang the bell
On the stick house, nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back, go away, Wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs back.
on my chinny chin chin.
And
That sounds like a little bit like the old story to
Look.
me. That's his razor, I guess.
I didn't know he was so little like that. Or he was so old. How old is he?
I don't know. Let's see what it says.
I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy fell
House.
down, just like his brothers. When the dust cleared, there was the second little pig dead as a doornail. Wolf's honor.
Honor. Wolf's honor. Like we say, Scout's honor. He's saying Wolf's honor. That means he's telling the truth.
My voice was scratchy.
It was? You want a buddy read?
Uh-huh.
I'll read a page and you read a page? Okay, cool. All right, let's see. Let me get my glasses back on. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open. So I did the only thing there was to do. I had dinner. Again.
He's getting fat.
He is getting fat. Think of it as a second helping. I was getting awfully full, but my cold was feeling a little better, and I still didn't have the cup of sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake. So I went to the next door. This guy was the first of the family because he had built his house of bricks, just
Finally.
like us. I knocked on the door. No answered. I called. You say those words.
Mr. Pig, are you in?
And do you know what that rude little porker answered?
Get out. Wolf, don't bother me again.
My goodness, he's awfully brave. Talk about impolite. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me even a little cup for my dear old granny's birthday cake. What a pig! I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed and I sneezed and I snuffed once again. Then the third little pig yelled,
And your old granny can sit on a pin.
"What? That's not very nice." Now, I'm usually a pretty calm fellow, but when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down the pig's door, and the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. Look at him there. The rest, as they say, is history. The news reporters found out about the two pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the story with all that huff and puff and blow your house down stuff. And they made me out to be the big bad wolf. That's it. The real story. I was framed. Do you think that's true?
But maybe you can loan me a cup of sugar.
I don't know. Would you loan him a cup of sugar?
I would, because his granny, it was her birthday, and you never know when she might go to heaven.
You're right. And so she needed a birthday cake, didn't she? That's a good reason to loan a wolf a cup of sugar. Well, friends, I hope you enjoyed our story today. We are glad that you joined us at the library. Library and know that you can come here anytime and check out fun stories just like this. Right, Layla?
And remember how you find the book.
That's right. And if you don't know, you could ask Miss Pam, right? Awesome. Well, thanks, Spark Friends. We'll see you next time. Bye.